and welcome to day one of MeMadeMay. I'm Cath and this is made by Cath Craft, and in this video I'm planning on popping on every day for the next 6 or 7 days, and I'll be sharing with you each day what I'm wearing for my handmade wardrobe, and I'll be talking about the sewing patterns that I've used and the fabrics I've used, and also a little bit about how I feel about each garment that I'm wearing. And I'm doing this inspired by a challenge that's running over on Instagram through the month of May called MeMadeMay. And it's quite a relaxed personal challenge, but it's all about making the most of your handmade wardrobe, so you can interpret that as you like. But for me this month, what I'm planning to do is to try each day to wear an item of handmade clothing and to pick something that I haven't been wearing a lot, not my kind of go-to items. And each day I'll be sort of choosing something hopefully a bit different that's maybe been lurking at the back of my wardrobe or drawer, and sort of trying to style it in a way that makes me love it and have a think about why I haven't been reaching for it and if it's something that I might be able to wear and enjoy more. So hopefully it'll be a lot of fun having a little rootle through my handmade garments, choosing some different things and sharing with you how I feel about them. So that is, yes, the plan for this video. So I'll kick off today, which is Wednesday, the 1st of May, the first day in May. And I thought for the first day of May, I would reach for an item from a section in my wardrobe that's probably the section I wear the least. And it is my woven tops and blouses collection. And I have quite a few woven tops and blouses. They are items I do enjoy sewing, and I think you can get a lot of lovely fabrics to sew really sort of floaty woven tops, like a kind of really pretty printed viscose fabrics or cotton lawns. So I love sewing them, but actually when it comes to wearing them, I don't tend to reach for them a lot. I tend to go for other garments instead. So I thought today I'd pop on a handmade blouse and see how I feel wearing it today. And this blouse is one I made from a pattern from a Fibre Mood magazine, issue number 16, this one here. And I actually originally bought this issue because I love this blouse pattern, although I have gone on to make another pattern in here, and there are a couple more I have my eye on too. But yes, this was the original inspiration for buying this magazine. It is the Emmie blouse. I'll put up the picture so you can see what it's like. It's a really pretty woven blouse pattern. It's got quite a simple neckline that's just a round neck finished with bias binding, and again the cuffs are simple. It's just literally the sleeves are hemmed, there's no actual sort of blouse or shirt cuff. Then it's got a button down front, and what I really loved about it was this pretty V-shape yoke at the front with gathering, and again there's a yoke at the back, a straight yoke with gathering as well. So it's quite a loose, relaxed fit blouse, and I think it is all about this V ruffle at the front because otherwise it's quite simple. So yeah, it was a really fun one to sew actually, and I've made 2 versions to date. This was my second one I made, and I got this fabric from Rainbow Fabrics quite a while ago, because the first version I made of the Emmie blouse, which I actually really love, is quite a busy print, so you can't really see all the details like the ruffle on it very well. And I saw this fabric and I thought it might showcase the details a little bit better because it is kind of a bit more of a simple print, and the white, I think it means with it being a little bit sheer you can really see these details, which I quite like. So yeah, it's quite a cute fabric. It's this white background with these little stars and hearts on it, and I made this up expecting to really love it, but actually when I put it on the first time I didn't feel that comfortable wearing it. I don't know whether the print's a bit more, maybe not exactly novelty, but a bit more out there than what I usually wear. I often wear like a ditzy floral or something a bit more like that. I just wasn't really sure about it. I guess it just didn't feel quite me. And I think maybe being able to see the ruffle and the details a bit more just maybe felt like this blouse was a bit more of a feature than my other version. So I just haven't really worn it that much. But it is really comfy to wear. It is quite nice and loose fitting. I've just got it, I'm wearing it today with a handmade skirt, which I'll talk about in a moment. And when I put it on this morning, I asked my children what they thought, and they really liked it. And yeah, it's actually really comfy to wear, just as comfy as a jersey top. Really, it isn't restrictive at all because it is a lovely sort of loose fitting style blouse. So yeah, I think it's one of those things I'm going to wear all day and mull over, but actually I'm quite enjoying wearing it. And I am enjoying wearing it with the skirt I've got it with today. I'll stand up a bit so you can see the skirt I'm wearing too. Now this is one of my go-to makes actually that I've paired this blouse with, and it's this skirt pattern here, the Brumby skirt by Megan Nielsen, and I've made pretty much an identical copy of the version on the front cover here in a denim quite a sort of heavyweight denim to hold the nice shape of the skirt, which has this sort of fitted contoured waistband and then a gathered skirt, so it kind of comes out there and creates a really pretty shape, and it's got these really big pockets, quite a deep hem and lots of top stitching, so it's got kind of a denim skirt vibe. And one really nice feature of this skirt actually is the exposed zip at the back. I'll stand up a bit so you can see that too. So yeah, I'll put a picture up of me wearing this outfit. It's a nice comfy one to wear. Later today I'm planning to go on a little bike ride. I need to pop over to my mum's house and pick up something from there. I thought I'd get the bike out, and I think I'll be quite comfy riding in this outfit. Like I said, this blouse isn't restrictive, and I think maybe in my mind I often think a woven top is very delicate and not practical to wear, but actually today I'm thinking actually it is just pretty comfy, easy to wear. I shouldn't really, maybe I often think of them as being quite a formal item, but I think wearing it with just quite a relaxed casual skirt, and if I pop a pair of trainers on later to go out on the bike, it doesn't feel like too much of a dressy outfit. It feels like more of an everyday outfit. So yes, I'm pleased to have tried this one today. I do think maybe I should reach for it a little bit more, and now it's turning into spring, it's the perfect time of year for woven tops. So I think you may see a few more woven tops pop up through MeMadeMay. I'm really going to try and actually utilise that section of my wardrobe, which I'm conscious I don't often reach for. So yes, that is what I'm wearing today. I'll link the patterns down below. I think both these items are quite old, so the fabric isn't still available, but as I go through the week I'll try and link the patterns and fabrics as I go wherever possible. So yes, that's day one. A not very much reached for blouse and a sort of an old faithful skirt. So I'll finish off here. I might try and take you on a little bit of my bike ride, and then I'll pop back on again for day two tomorrow. So see you again tomorrow. Bye. So I'm just about to head out, get my bike and helmet on and all that sort of thing. I've just popped a body warmer on over my outfit, and I've got some trainers on, so I'm all ready to go. So I'll take you on a little bit of my bike ride, and then I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye. It's Thursday the 2nd of May here now, so welcome to day 2 of MeMadeMay. So it's about 9:30 in the morning here at the moment, and this morning I've been out on the school run and dropped my children off at school, and then I got back and just whizzed around the house getting a few jobs done, and I thought I'd come on here now because I need to head out very shortly, and then I'm going to be out for most of the rest of the day. I'm going to the hairdressers this morning, and then after that I'm heading over to a friend's house and meeting a couple of friends for a spot of lunch and a cuppa and a bit of a natter. So it should be a nice day. It is very, very grey outside here today, and we actually had thunder, a big thunderstorm in the night. It was very loud and very rainy, but it's not raining at the moment, but it looks like it could do at any moment. But it's quite mild weather actually, so I've just got a t-shirt on and with a pair of ready-to-wear jeans. The t-shirt is the handmade item I'm wearing today. And this is a t-shirt, I don't really reach for very often, so I thought I'd get it out today. And I made it using this pattern here, which is the Emmie T pattern by Jennifer Lauren Handmade. So it's a jersey top pattern for either like a short sleeved or long sleeved t-shirt type top. And it's got this sort of round neck, and it's got sort of a relaxed fit. It's not designed to be super close fitting. And when I saw this top originally, what I loved about it was this slash and piece bodice option. So you can make just kind of like a very plain, simple top with just one fabric on the front, or you can make this slash and piece bodice, which is really great for jersey scrap busting. And I just thought it'd be quite a lot of fun to get out some of my jersey scraps and pop them together and make kind of like a one-of-a-kind t-shirt. So this is the first version of the Emmie T I made. I've made 2 versions now. And this was actually just a bit of a wearable toile version. I wasn't sure about it at that point. I thought I'd just check the fit and So yeah, I picked out these fabrics I had left over from other projects, like they're all cotton jerseys. I've got this green one on the sleeves and the front top piece and all down the back. And then I went with some sort of fun rainbow themed ones for other different pieces on the bodice. And it's quite a cute tee actually. It's got these little cuffs on the t-shirt rather than hemming the t-shirt arm pieces or sleeves, which I think is quite a nice little detail to it. And it's got this sort of grown on sleeve. And as you can see, it's not like an oversized t-shirt, but it isn't one that's kind of got loads of negative ease. It's designed to kind of stretch around you, I guess. So it's quite a nice comfy one to wear. So yeah, I think maybe because I made this as a wearable toile and it wasn't sort of the final version I'd envisaged, I didn't love it straight away. But actually I do really enjoy wearing it when I do get it out. And this green is one of my colours when I had my colours done quite a long time ago, like kind of like a deep forest green. So I do quite like that colour on me, although green's not one of my favourite colours, I guess. I do think it suits me. And yeah, I just quite like all the rainbow colours. I just think it's a bit of fun and quite a nice casual t-shirt to pair with a pair of jeans, but a bit more interesting than my kind of normal go-to t-shirts. I have a lot of very plain t-shirts, some ready to wear and some that I've made using the Agnes tee pattern by tinning the buttons. And I often use them to like put underneath sweatshirts just as layering pieces. So sometimes it's quite nice, I think, to go for a bit of a more statement t-shirt instead. I think I'll probably grab a cardigan in a moment before I head out. Particularly, I can find it can be sometimes quite cold in the hairdressers when I'm sitting there for quite a while. So, but yeah, I'm quite enjoying wearing this one. And the Emmie has a really good size range. It goes from, there's an original size range and a curve size range, which take you from all the way from a 6 to a 34. And it's got a range of cups. The original size range has an A and B and C and D cup. And the curve size range has a C and D and E and F cup. So I think that's quite nice, because I don't think you always get sort of cups, different cup sizes built into a jersey pattern. I think that's quite a nice feature of this pattern. So yeah, that's what I'm wearing today. I'll pop a picture up so you can see how it looks with the school one. I just popped it on with a pair of trainers, so very casual today. But yeah, it's a really nice pattern and it sews up so nicely. The pieces all just come together really well. I love how they line up so nicely, because I think with this type of t-shirt you really need really clean lines to make it work and look smart, and the pattern pieces do line up very, very nicely. So that is what I'm wearing today, but I need to go and get prepared, find my book so I can have a little read at the hairdressers and that sort of thing. And so I'll leave you here and I'll catch you again for day 3 tomorrow. So see you again tomorrow. Bye. Welcome to day 3 of MeMadeMay. So it's Friday now. Got my hair done from yesterday, which feels nice. Although actually it's very, very rainy outside this morning, so I think it's gone a bit fluffy on top from getting out on the school run. So I'm quite pleased to be back home now in the dry. And I think in a moment, once I finish filming, I'm going to make myself a cup of tea and get on with a few admin jobs. But I thought I'd come on here first now I'm back home. So yes, I'm in here today because the last couple of days I've been filming in the front room, which I think has a bit more light coming into it, a bit more natural light. But today, well, everywhere in the house is quite gloomy because it's quite rainy outside, but also there are some work vans out the front, so I think it might be about to get a bit noisy at the front of our house. So yes, I'm in here, but in here it's quite well being able to stand up and show you my whole outfit, because I've got a MeMade top on and a MeMade skirt as well today. And the top is a blouse, so another item from my handmade woven tops and blouses and shirts section of my wardrobe that I mentioned on Wednesday. I was going to try and get a bit more wear out of this MeMadeMay and just sort of try and prove to myself that those types of tops can be worn as everyday items too. They don't need to be sort of smart items, because I think I often reach for jersey thinking jerseys for casual and wovens for smart, and I want to kind of try and change that and get more wear out of all of my woven garments. So I'll stand up and show you the complete outfit, and then I'll chat about both the handmade items. I'll step back now. So yes, I've got a blouse on with a skirt, and the blouse is I think the very first blouse pattern I ever tried when I was quite new to sewing, and it's quite a good one to start with because it's quite a simple blouse pattern. It's this one here. It is the blouse by the Avid Seamstress. I'll show you the line drawings. They're quite tiny on the back, but I'll hold them up close. The blouse has quite a straight fit to it, so it's not fitted, there are no darts on the front. Then it's got this band collar, so quite a nice sort of first collar to try, not like the full two-piece collar. It's got the button down front, like a button placket, a full button placket, and then the sleeves come to just above your elbow, and instead of being finished by a cuff, they've just got a little channel of elastic at the end there. And it's got quite a nice fit to it. It isn't like oversized and loose fitting, but it's not super fitted either. It's quite a comfy one to wear actually. And I remember when I tried this pattern, what I quite like about the Avid Seamstress patterns is they have quite an in-depth instruction booklet with lots of photos and lots of detailed notes and instructions throughout. So I felt like when I was making this blouse, and it was my first time trying, I think, like a band collar, maybe a button placket, it just felt like it held my hand through the whole process. The only downside of this pattern is it hasn't got the biggest size range. It goes from a UK 6 up to UK 22, which takes you up to bust of 48 inches. But yeah, the version I'm wearing today is a bit different from other versions actually, because I've made a few of this pattern, and mostly I've gone for sort of drapey fabrics like viscose with sort of prints on them. But this version is obviously quite plain, and it's in a chambray fabric, which I think also works really well for a blouse. And I had this chambray left over from another sewing project, and I had quite a decent amount left over. And I think actually I found with the blouse pattern, you don't need quite as much fabric as it says you need on the back of the pattern envelope. So I thought I knew I had enough to sort of squeeze out this blouse. And I thought it might be nice to have quite a simple plain blouse, and I thought the blue chambray might be quite nice for more of a relaxed everyday type blouse rather than a more dressy feeling blouse. And I love with chambray how the more you wear it and wash it, the softer it gets. It's really comfy fabric to wear. So I sewed this up. I had some little brown buttons. I think I might have taken them off another garment that I'd got all old, and I thought I'd save the buttons, and I thought they worked quite well. They're kind of little shirt buttons, and I quite like the colour of them. It's like a toffee brown, and I sort of sewed them on with blue sort of thread to kind of tie in with the chambray. I'll stand up a bit so you can see them. And yeah, it's just quite a nice, comfy, relaxed shirt to wear. And when I first made it, I wasn't really sure what it would go with, because I guess it wouldn't really go with like a pair of blue jeans. I think that'd be too much of this sort of denim blue colour. And then I thought actually it might work really well with a skirt, and I could kind of make the skirt a bit more of a statement of the outfit with a bit more of a fun print on. And I actually really enjoy pairing this shirt with like sort of swishy skirts with fun prints on. So I should really get it out more actually. And the skirt I'm wearing it with today is a pattern that I do wear a lot. It's one of my go-to skirt patterns. It's this one here, the Estuary skirt pattern by So Liberated, which I love. I find it really comfy. I've got a few versions, and I do have them all on regular rotation in my wardrobe. And I usually make an above the knee version, which is a bit shorter than all the versions that are shown on the sort of line drawings on the front of the pattern here. But what I like about this pattern is I like the button down placket at the front. I think it's a nice feature. And then it's got this flat front and an elasticated back of the waistband. And I quite like how the flat front looks, but then the elasticated back makes it super comfy, and it means you can just put it on, so you don't have to actually make the button placket to be sort of operational. It can just be a faux placket just to give that extra sort of detail to the dress, the skirt, sorry. And it's all nice and gathered in, so it's nice and swishy, and I think it works really, really well in a drapey fabric. Most of my versions I've made in like pretty viscose fabrics, and I really like them. It's just really comfy to wear, and I like how I kind of like things that cinch in around my waist, but also really comfy. So this skirt just really works well for that, and it's got a good size range too, I think. Yeah, it goes from a 0 up to a 30, which takes you up to a waist of 48.5 inches and hips of 57 inches. So yes, the version I'm wearing today is one I made quite a long time ago in this really pretty viscose fabric. And I think I originally got this from John Lewis in store, and it was on special on sale. And what I like about this print is I think it's like really one that works all year round, because the flowers are so bright, they're quite nice and summery, but the black base is quite a nice colour to wear in winter too, and I often wear it in winter paired with like a black top and black tights, and that works really well as well. So yeah, it's a skirt I really love, and I find it's really versatile. And I think it looks quite cute with this shirt or blouse on top, and it's a really comfy outfit to wear actually. I definitely am hoping from this MeMadeMay to just make myself realise that you can be really comfy without wearing a jersey top or jersey dress or anything jersey related. So yeah, that is the plan, because I generally would pair the skirt with a jersey top of some sort. But yeah, I really like it with this blouse. I took a picture as well when I got back from the school run, so I'll pop that up here. I just wore it this morning with a pair of black ankle boots. Nice and practical for the very rainy school run that I was out on this morning. So yeah, it is a really nice comfy outfit, and I'm enjoying wearing it. And I'm glad to have picked out this blouse because yeah, it is really nice and comfy to wear. And I'll link the patterns down below. I think these fabrics probably aren't still available because I've got them both quite a long time ago. But I'll see if I can find a similar blue chambray fabric and link it down below. I do love a chambray, I think it's such a classic. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to finish off here and go and make myself a cup of tea and get on with a few admin jobs. So I'll leave you now and I'll see you again tomorrow for day 4, Saturday. So yeah, see you again tomorrow. Bye! Hello, it's Saturday here now, so day 4 of MeMadeMay. And it's about 5:30 in the afternoon here right now. Or I guess you might call 5:30 early evening really. But actually it feels much earlier in the day at the moment. I think with the clocks having changed, the days are starting to feel longer, which is really nice. And actually it's a lovely sunny afternoon here right now. I think the forecast for the rest of the weekend isn't so great, and it's a bank holiday weekend. So Monday is May Day, so the children will be off school and my husband will be off work. And it looks like it might rain, which is a shame, but I'm definitely enjoying the sunshine at the moment and the fact that it doesn't feel as late as it is. But the reason I'm on a bit later today is because we've been out all day. My husband and my children and I all went up to London for a bit of a day out, which was a lot of fun. We don't often head into London. We had a really nice day, but it was quite busy. And I think we're all glad now to be back home. And I've had a cup of tea to revive me. And I thought now would be a good time to pop in here while my children are having a bit of a relax in the next room. So yeah, I thought I'd pop in now and share what I've been wearing today. And today I've got on a pair of ready-to-wear jeans and a handmade sweatshirt. And this is one of my older sweatshirts, made using one of my older sewing patterns, which I haven't sewn for quite a while. And I think generally when I'm pulling out a sweatshirt from my drawer to pop on with a pair of jeans for just a really casual outfit, I often go for my Jarrah sweatshirts by Megan Nielsen or my Linden sweatshirts by Closet Court, because they're probably both my favourite sweatshirt patterns. And this pattern is probably not my favourite, so I don't tend to reach for my versions of this pattern as much. They're ones I made before I discovered those patterns I perhaps like a little bit more. But I do actually really enjoy wearing this one, so I thought I'd get it out today. Just because I love this fabric so much. So the pattern is this one here. It's the Linden sweatshirt by Grainline Studio, which you can make as a sweatshirt or a t-shirt. And it's quite a simple, straightforward pattern. The sweatshirt and t-shirt have a raglan sleeve and they have quite a straight fit. So I don't think it's as oversized as the Jarrah or the Mile End, which I really like. And I think I prefer the drop shoulder on the Jarrah and the Mile End too, rather than the raglan sleeve. But this, I remember sewing this up and it came together really nicely. It is a really nice simple pattern. I guess I just maybe prefer the look of the other ones. But yeah, the version I'm wearing today I do love because of this fabric, like I said. This fabric is quite a lightweight fleece back sweatshirt fabric. So it's maybe a little bit cozier than a French terry, but not super cozy for sort of really wintry weather because it hasn't been too cold today. I got it absolutely ages ago. I can't remember the online fabric shop I got it from actually, but I just saw it and I fell in love with this print with all these cats on, and the sort of background is like it's like a navy blue, purpley, indigo-y colour, and then I love all the colours, the cats, the greens, the pinks, the peaches. I just think they're really cute. Yeah, and I guess I quite think this print suits and maybe a slightly more fitted sweatshirt style. It might be maybe too much in an oversized sweatshirt. As you can see, the arms even are a little bit more fitted on this one. And yeah, I always really enjoy wearing it actually, and my children really like this one as well. I guess I don't have that many novelty print sweatshirts. I have a couple, maybe I have more than I think. I know I've got one with lemons on. There might be a couple of others in my drawer, but yeah, this is probably one of my most novelty ones. And yeah, I just think it's a lot of fun really. I do like the colours too. So yeah, that's what I've got on today, nice and casual. I've also got on, I think, an Agnes t-shirt by Tilly and the Buttons underneath, just one of those plain navy ones that I was talking about earlier in the week. I've got a few of those that are quite handy just for layering under things. And I think because this has got a bit of a wide neck, I like how the Agnes tee's got a scoop neck so you don't see too much of the t-shirt underneath. You just see a little peek of it there, but yeah, generally it doesn't show too much around the neck, which I quite like. But I'll put a picture up here of my outfit and I'm wearing. So yeah, it's been nice and comfy for a day out in London, but I am looking forward now to getting into a pair of joggers and just having a bit of a chilled out evening at home. So that is the plan now. So I'll finish off here and I'll catch you again tomorrow for day 5. So yeah, see you again tomorrow. Bye. Hello, it's Sunday here now, so day 5 of MeMadeMay, and it's just after lunch here at the moment. And this morning my family and I went to church, and I included a little video of the church just then. I thought you might enjoy seeing it. I thought it looked really pretty this morning because it was a lovely sunny morning and the sky was blue and the church bells were ringing, so I thought I'd take a little video and include it in this vlog because I thought you might like to see. But yeah, so back home now, and I thought now would be a good time to pop on and share what I'm wearing for my handmade wardrobe. So today I decided to go for a dress. I think this is the first dress I've worn so far in May. And I picked this dress because I thought it was perfect for the weather today. It's a bit milder today. And this is a dress I really love and I love to wear. But I don't find it works for all weathers. So I feel there's a sort of slim window of when I feel comfortable wearing it. So I thought I need to get it out today. It's probably silly, I could probably make it work for other weathers, and maybe I'm going to wear it today and think about, you know, what I could wear with it to make it more versatile, because I do really love to wear this one. And I made this dress using this pattern here. A really, really lovely pattern. It is the Darling Ranges pattern by Megan Nielsen. I do love Megan Nielsen patterns. I always find them really comfy. I like the style of them and they sew up really nicely too. And yeah, I do love the Darling Ranges. It's a real classic. So it's kind of like they call it a modern take on a shirt dress. So it's got this V-neck and button down front, and then it's got a bodice with a gathered skirt and pockets, and these sleeves that kind of remind me of the sleeves of the blouse by the Avid seamstress that I was wearing a couple of days ago. They're sort of fairly slim fit sleeves with an elastic cuff that finishes just above your elbow. There is also a blouse, the Darling Ranges blouse, and this sort of more sort of looser fit dress, but I've only ever made this version here. I think it's like, well, I consider it the classic. I guess it's this version the model's wearing on the front. And Megan Nielsen patterns always have really good size ranges. Actually, I'm looking at my version, and my version is really old, so it goes from extra small to extra large. But I think now it comes in a 0 to 18 and maybe a 14 to 30. The Megan Nielsen standard and the Megan Nielsen curve ranges. So yeah, they always have nice inclusive size ranges. And this is my first Darling Ranges dress I made. I've made 2 now, both in Chambray. And I really love this Chambray version that I'm wearing today. I just think it's a really pretty print on it. I'll stand up a bit so you can see a bit more of the print. So I guess it's like a bit of a darker chambray colour with these cute little flowers in quite a like light mint green and a pale pink. And I added on little pale pink flower buttons. I thought they tied in quite nicely. And yeah, it's just a really nice shirt dress to wear. I do love a shirt dress. I do love a bit of chambray. So yeah, this is right up my street. But I think because it's got this 3/4 sleeve, it doesn't feel super summery. So I wouldn't wear it when the weather's really warm. It feels there's a bit too much sleeve for that. But equally, I feel like it's not exactly wintry with this sleeve as well. And I know I could put a cardigan on top, but somehow it just feels like a spring dress to me, I guess. So yeah, today I've got it on just a pair of tights. And yeah, I haven't really needed a cardigan too much. It's been quite nice weather. So yeah, I've really enjoyed having it on. It's got a tie that's cinched in around the waist. So it has a really nice shape to it, I think. And I'll put a picture up so you can see the full thing and what it looks like on. I do remember when I made this version, I did do a bit of a toile of the bodice to just check the fit, because this fabric is I think it's an art gallery chambray. So it was a little bit pricey and I didn't want to risk cutting into it and the bodice not to fit very well. So yeah, I made a toile and I remember having to adjust slightly to do a bit of a broad shoulder adjustment because I remember it feeling a little bit tight across my back. So it was worth doing a toile of this one because it's now nice and comfy having made that adjustment. But yeah, it's really nice. It's got sort of darts up the front of the bodice, so it has a really nice shape to it. And yeah, it's really comfy to wear. I think this fabric, if this fabric is still in stock, I bought it quite a while ago from Minerva, and I think they do still have some art gallery chambrays. If this print is still in stock, I'll link it down below. I'm not sure if it is or not, but yeah, I really like it. Yeah, and I do enjoy wearing this one. So I think maybe I should just wear it a bit more in the winter with a cardigan and just enjoy it a bit more rather than waiting for this slim window of weather to wear it. So that's what I've got on. And actually, I have worn 2 Megan Nielsen things this morning because we scooted up to church all together, and so I put on a little jacket on top to keep me warm on the journey there and back. And and that is a handmade jacket that I don't wear very often at all actually, but I do love as well. And it's this jacket here, and I made this using, yes, another Megan Nielsen pattern, the Hovia jacket pattern. And I made this jacket a couple of years ago now, but yeah, I don't get a lot of wear out of it. And it's kind of this version here, I think. I'll show you the line drawings. Actually, maybe it's easier to show on the front. It's the Hovia jacket. It's this really lovely sort of throw-on jacket by Megan Nielsen that's designed to be a little bit oversized with a dropped shoulder, quite casual and relaxed. And there are sort of two main versions. There's a version that has this sort of full sort of neckband around the front, or you can make a version that's finished off with bias binding around the edge. And both versions have really deep pockets, and I think there's 3 different lengths. There's like a cropped length, that's a crop length, a sort of hip length maybe, and then just below the hip length. And I sort of went for this version here. It's cropped with the band around the front, although I did lengthen it slightly, because I remember, again, I made a toile of this one too, because again, it was quite expensive fabric. And I remember thinking it's going to come up a little bit too short on me because I do have a bit of a longer torso. But yes, this is my Hovia jacket. And I made it in this lovely, squishy, comfy fabric. This is a cotton jacquard by Merchant and Mills. If this one's in stock, I'll link it below. I know they've got a few different colours of this. There'll definitely be some colours in stock. I can't remember what this colour was called, but it's this sort of soft, pinky colour, but not a colour I often go for really. But I don't know why, I just quite liked the look of it. And inside I've lined it with a Liberty Tana lawn that I got from Minerva. Again, if this one's in stock, I'll link it down below, or I'll link the current Tana lawn range. I think they're lovely for linings of jackets to really add an extra little pretty touch. And I actually just lined the sleeves as well with a Tana lawn. I know often it's good to line the sleeves with a more slippery fabric, but this is quite an oversized, relaxed fit jacket, so I don't really feel like I need the extra slipperiness. It's easy to pull on and off, and add a little loop there. So it's been hanging in my hall cupboard, but I don't reach for it a lot just because with the colour of it, I don't feel it goes with a lot of my clothes, and also the style of it. Again, sometimes I try it on with things and think, oh, I don't think it looks right with that actually. So it doesn't get a lot of wear, but I thought it looked quite nice with this dress. I thought the pink colour sort of tied in a little bit with the pinks on the chambray. And I just thought it went nice with the dress. I'll try and actually go and get a picture in a moment of me wearing this dress with this jacket on top, because I didn't take a picture with it on top actually. I sort of grabbed it at last minute as I went out the door this morning after I'd already taken a picture just of the dress. I'll try and get a picture in a moment so you can see how it looks, this dress. I think it works quite well with this dress. I kind of rolled up the sleeves a little bit so you can see a little peek of the Liberty lining on the sleeves too, which I quite like. And it was perfect actually for the weather today because it isn't too cold, but I definitely needed something to keep me a little bit warmer rather than just the dress. But yeah, I'll put it on now so you can see how it looks with this dress. I think it works quite well with it. So it was nice to have something that does actually feel like it works with, because I would like to wear this jacket more, but I think maybe I should have made it in a more practical colour, like a black or a navy, and then I might get more wear out of it. But I just thought it's quite nice and summery, this colour, and it was fun choosing a lining that I thought went quite nice with the pink and everything. So yeah, I do really like it, and you can see it's got, I'll stand up it so you can see the pockets. They're really roomy. I put my mobile phone in one, it felt nice and safe in there. And it's just a nice squishy comfy jacket really. So yeah, it was nice to get some wear out of it today, and maybe I need to have a little hunt through my wardrobe and figure out what else it goes with, so that I know if I'm wearing something I think it'll go with it, I will actually get it out, rather than just reaching for kind of my sort of classic plain navy, slightly more boring coats that are ready to wear. So yeah, I really enjoyed having the opportunity to get that one out and wearing it with my Darling Ranges dress. I enjoyed that combination. So yes, that's what I'm wearing today. I'm going to finish off in a moment because we've got a few plans to head out this afternoon. But I think what I'll do actually is finish off this video here on day 5, because I think it's going to get a bit longer if I keep on adding a couple more days and make it a full week's length of MeMadeMay. So I think what I'll do is I'll finish this on day 5, and then I'll film another video starting from day 6 tomorrow, and maybe do another 5 days or 7 days depending on how long that video is. I'm going to play it by ear a little bit, but yes, thank you so much for joining me for this video. I hope you've enjoyed seeing what I've chosen each day and hearing me sort of have a think about, you know, why I don't reach for these garments and how I can maybe reach them more. And it's just been nice actually to be able to chat about them on here, and it's made me think a bit more about what I'm wearing. And I really do want to make the most out of my handmade wardrobe and use everything I've made, otherwise it seems such a waste. So yes, thank you very much for joining me, and I hope you've enjoyed hearing about what I've been wearing. If you're joining in with MeMadeMay too, then let me know down below. I'd love to hear how you're getting on as well. But yes, I'll hopefully see you for another instalment of MeMadeMay sometime very soon on here, so do keep your eyes peeled for that. But in the meantime, I hope you're having a good week, and I hopefully see you again soon. Thank you again for watching. Oh, and if you've enjoyed this video, please do give it a thumbs up. Thanks again. Bye.